My mother, Enid Pruitt, a great lover of the outdoors, died in 2014. In her honor, my sisters and I planted a tree in the Willamette National Forest overlooking a beautiful little lake, one that our family had visited countless times. The first year we watered and cared for the little tree, assisting it to live in her memory. Then we left the tree on its own. Each year we checked on it, measuring its growth. We photographed it and even exaggerated its progress.
But it really appears to be growing quite a bit.
Well, not for this picture. She's more like 5 feet. Okay.
Well, strong for.
Woo! Enid! Enid! You're doing good.
It did grow and soon was over 6 feet. After 10 years, it had become one with the forest and would soon be casting its shadow over the lake. I'm sure Mom would have approved. This year, Darcy and I decided to check on the tree and do a little fishing. Seemed like a good idea to me. Our favorite place to camp in the Detroit area is Whispering Falls Campground, a few miles past Idana. There are no crowds or hordes of noisy campers there, just peace and quiet.
This is what Chris and I would call busy here at this campground. Some of the spots were reserved, but there were plenty of first come, first serve, and we found the one we wanted. Hard not to find the perfect spot here.
Soon we had tonneau or trailer in place, and it seemed that a good thing to do would be to go fishing. At least that's what I voted for.
Well, let's go see if there's any trout.
All right.
We got camp set up. We'll go down and hit the river.
All right.
We'll see. I don't know if I find one or not.
Well, generally, as we all know, the fishing near campgrounds tends to be on the poor side because it gets thrashed pretty heavy by campers. But what the heck, I thought maybe I can get lucky.
I just love coming to any spot he wants to fish. I may not be the fisher person he is, but hey, look at the beautiful spot.
Okay. I'm going to use a night crawler with a little piece of shiny on it.
A man and his hardware. Just love this river. The Santiam River has to be the most beautiful river ever.
Now, if I was a teacher, I'd say something here like, pay attention to this now. This is how it really happened. This is my very first cast.
As the witness, as camera crew, I witnessed the whole thing.
The chrome lure and night crawler flutter down the current, and wham, I got a fish.
I don't think that's a fish. It is a fish. I thought it was a snag. Wow.
Now I've fished this stretch of the Santiam for 60 years. The trout here generally run from 8 inches to maybe a little better than a foot. Pan-size fish. Breakfast when you're camping. But this fish was more than that, and in the current I'd have to go after him or lose him in the rocks.
Uh-oh. He's got to get serious. Getting serious here. Dang.
This was not a good place to be fighting a fish, but all I could do was hang on. Finally, I guided him into the shallows.
Bad for the first cast.
No, not bad at all. I thought you had a snag. I didn't realize you had a fish.
Ooh, that's a good trout.
No, he's not a bad one at all. Nice. Yep.
That's a 17-inch fish.
Dang.
Or at least 16.
Pretty. I honestly thought you had a snag.
I thought I did too at
Oh,
first.
man. It was like...
That was a big trout.
That was awesome.
Okay, well, that was the first fish.
Yeah.
That's a good way to start. That's as big a trout as I've ever caught in the Santiam. I
Man.
caught salmon in here that were maybe 15 pounds, but that trout was around 17 inches. That's a
It
big
was
trout
big.
for here.
It was the
Big
biggest
trout.
one I've seen. Yay.
Let's go get supper.
Okay.
It is a beautiful stretch of river.
I just love this river.
Well, I continued to fish, but never got another bite. My old feet didn't work well with socks on the rocks. But Darcy cheered me on from her bleacher seat. A couple dozen more casts, and we decided it was time to go see the tree. That was the reason we were up here after all. So a half hour later, we were on the trail, headed for the little lake, hoping that the tree had made it through another winter. It was a short hike to the pond as we jabbered along. Finally, after 5 grueling minutes of hiking, we were there.
It's where we're trying to get to.
It is beautiful though, isn't it? We've been here many times now and still appreciate this wonderful piece of nature.
This is one of those places that just never loses its beauty. It just stays beautiful all the years we've been to it.
She's straightened. Chris's straightening job last year worked. Wow, she's really grown. Go stand next to her.
I will.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Over 6 foot tall now. There's Chris's straightener, and it worked. She's like straight up in the air. Man. Whew.
Well, Jeff looks like he's having a rough time right now, but I see a lot of new, really pretty looking green growth on here. I think he's tangled in with the earth here, and I think next year he'll probably look a lot better. Because there's still good new growth coming on, and it's nice and green, so we like that.
Well, now, in keeping with the theme of the trip, I decided to see if I could catch a fish or two.
And once again, he's picked a beautiful spot to do it.
We headed through the woods looking for a place to get down to the lake.
Just look at the scenery of this hike, a little hike to the lake.
This looks like a good spot, and there was even a log I could walk out on that would give me a good place to cast from. Sure. I had failed to factor into the situation that I'd become a somewhat older geezer in recent years and was not quite as sure-footed as I once was. Now, there really should be a law against old men wearing cutoffs and walking on logs. It just shouldn't be done. Whoa! Just look at that waddle. It looks like I'm trying to do one of those Irish dances where the feet rattle all over the place and the body just hangs on stiff. I better get off this log if I can just turn around and make it back without falling in.
Yeah, that's why I'm not following you out there. Oh, I heard a splash.
Now I'll just wade on out. That'll be a heck of a lot easier.
Oh, you okay?
Oh, and a foot and a half of mud.
Yeah. Wow. Things he does for a fish. The things this guy does for a fish, I tell you what. Crazy. Crazy guy. Okay, that looks a little more comfortable.
I know there are trout here, but dang, my feet are getting cold and my butt is tired. Let me just see if I can fix that. That's a little better.
Once again, I have the arduous task of being the camera crew at this beautiful, beautiful lake.
Oh,
I can tell it's a monster.
okay.
Not.
Oh. I couldn't tell.
Not much bigger than the last one.
Really? Oh, well.
Little bitty cutthroat.
Aw.
Little bitty cutthroat.
Looking back 65 years ago, I saw my father step off of that log over there. He said, "Geez, that water's cold." It still is.
Okay.
Fish on.
It's a little brook trout.
Yeah.
Can you actually see him?
Pretty little guy. You're pretty. Pretty fish.
We caught a total of 3 fish with an average length of 5 inches. I think I know maybe of a little better spot. Yep, if we're gonna catch some trout, we need to go to my secret hole on the Sandy Am. It always works. Just a little walk through the trees and...
Yeah, it's that way, just a little ways further.
Okay.
Huh. The water's a little silky from snow runoff on Jefferson, but the fish will be here. You'll see. All you gotta do is hook on a small piece of nightcrawler, toss it out, let it drift down through the hole, and...
Woohoo! Woohoo! Okay.
Woo!
He's a nice fish, about 11 inches, and he'll fit perfectly in the frying pan.
Woo!
But he wasn't bad hooked, so back he goes. We'll try another cast. Whoops! Got away. Self-release.
Wake up the camera crew. Somebody wake up the camera crew. Something's happening. Wake her up.
That one too small. Try again. Okay, you watch this. You watch me in action here.
Watching. Oh!
That's the name of the game. Fish on.
Wow. That's awesome.
This is a nice fish. Dang, Another got away. Back at it. Cast out. Haul a fish in. Cast out again. Work, work, work. It's a tough life, but somebody's got to do it.
I always love some of his catch and release techniques. It's easy to judge from my perch in the shade the film crew hard at work. No, I'm reading a book a friend recommended to me, and it's a kind of a Zen-like philosophy, and I'm just realizing, fishing is definitely that. You're just in the moment and living life and enjoying every second that you're surrounded by beauty and simplicity. It's pretty cool stuff. Not a bad day. Not a bad day at all. And that's what life is about.